stronger regional collaboration among the Lake Chad Basin Commission member nations to rapidly tackle security threats confronting the Sahel region. This was highlighted by the UN Special Representative of the Secretary General to West Africa and the Sahel at the graduation lecture for Army War College Course 3. The first correspondent, Ismail Musa, has the details.
Socio-economic activities in the Sahel region, cutting across Nigeria's northeast, is said to be threatened by proliferation of small and light weapons and insurgency. The decade-long security challenge has claimed several lives and displaced thousands of people, with property worth billions destroyed.
For these regions, the countries, we cannot solve this insecurity in isolation. We must work together. And I think this is very, very important.
To address this global monster, particularly terrorism, that is truncating development in the region, the Nigerian Armed Forces is dealing with the criminals through a series of counter-insurgency operations, in addition to the firepower of the Multinational Joint Task Force, MNJTF.
I would like to stress the key message, which is that the holistic consideration and appropriate response to the non-traditional threats in the contemporary environment would determine the prospects for sustainable peace and development of communities, states, regions, and indeed our entire planet.
The Nigerian Army War College, a premier center of learning, was established in 2017 to bridge the gap between the strategic and tactical levels of warfare. From the Nigerian Army War College in Abuja, Ismail Musa, NTA News.
If you are a social media geek like me with thousands of followers, then you understand the importance of managing your posts properly. As a professional fighting force, the Nigerian Air Force is re-strategizing to enhance such by exploring new techniques of managing information. Correspondent Naja Atitijani reports.
Where this two-day workshop opened.
Excitement follows this declaration, signifying the commencement of a new approach to strategic communications in this workshop organized by the Nigerian Air Force Directorate of Public Relations, in collaboration with communications experts from various organizations. Evolving security challenges call for evolving strategic communications, and for these information officers, it has become more imperative to find new techniques of interacting with the various members of the public. Wing Commander Rose Bello assists in directing the social media unit of the Nigerian Air Force, which has close to 2 million followers.
And so for us, we really look forward to this training and the skills we will acquire after it, hoping to be able to use them in the course of monitoring and shaping the narrative.
This is the kind of tempo which the Chief of the Air Staff, in a message delivered by the Chief of Administration, notes will foster effective public relations communications.
And so we've gone to look for the very best to ensure that we have the tools that are current, that are in tune with current realities, to be able to better communicate to Nigerians what their Air Force is doing.
It is expected that the two-day workshop will keep the officers abreast of these changing patterns and equip them to deal with relevant ones in the global security environment. Najat Tijani, NTA News.
The fact that Nigeria is blessed with creative minds may not be new to you. What is pleasantly surprising is the ingenuity of creative ideas that keep springing up in every nook and cranny of the country. Now, a visit to the ongoing 12th International Arts and Craft Expo taking place in Abuja was an eye-opener, as different countries from across the world had on display the different taste in their arts and craft. Ruth Aguele was there to capture some of the moments.
I am not too familiar with the process of making nuts, but this sure looks like groundnuts, or what could they be?
These are raw beans of coffee. In the average Ethiopian household, you'll always find these beans washed every day and then roasted, ground. That's why Ethiopian coffee tastes so much better.
Just a bit of the topping on the icing. It is an atmosphere of a unique blend of different artistry on display. Well-defined local crafts with a fusion of different cultural heritage of the different countries represented here on the one platform to network and harness creativity at its peak. The sound of the steel drum from Trinidad and Tobago heralding the arrival of the host, Director General, National Council for Arts and Culture, Otumba Olusegun Runshere, who sees the platform as a yardstick to strengthen bilateral relations between Nigeria and other countries.
Nigeria and Malaysia have a very strong ties, and that's why we're happy to see Malaysia. Their national flag speaks volume.
What we have here, we have some batiks. Batiks from Malaysia. We have a distinctive feature of batik, maybe a bit different from what Nigerian have. We also bring food for the Nigerian people to taste.
These are paintings, which is the artwork of our economic counselor in Lagos. Nigerian art and craft is really beautiful, and artists, they are so talented.
It's not the first time we are here, and we're going to be next year. We want to be permanently.
Aisha Yusuf has not been finding it easy in her bead making for 7 years now. This exhibition, she say, is a big opportunity to expand her network.
It promotes the business. I meet various kind of people from around the world. It's handcrafted. I craft them myself.
Other participants believe tapping into Nigeria's immense potential in arts and craft and exchange trade ideas will be of importance.
Eat the same rice and beans we eat in Cuba. Only thing we don't put in there is that much pepper you put in that.
It's all about promoting creativity, ingenuity, and local craft at its best. It's the 12th International Arts and Crafts Expo happening here in Abuja, and it's all about networking Nigerian craft to the rest of the world.
The exhibition will continue in the next few days as the participants hope to exchange cultural cooperation. In Abuja, Ruth Aguela, NTA News.
A really interesting and beautiful place to visit. I know most Nigerians are familiar with the market strategy of buy one and get one free, but I doubt if you have heard get one for free and give your neighbor one. Well, that is one of the strategies adopted in Kogi and Adamawa states to fight poverty among rural dwellers, and goat is at the center of this strategy. How does this system work? Here is Musa Babaliu with the details.
That can survive on available shrubs and trees in an unfavorable environment. This is why goat rearing is more economical because of its less initial investment, low input requirement, and ease to market.
The goat is the type of animal that in this north is simple for even the vulnerable person to rear.
Consequently, the European Union and Oxfam Poverty Alleviation Program in Nigeria included goat rearing in their 4 years intervention program in Kogi and Adamawa states.
We give to selected beneficiary households or community partners at least a goat, a female goat, and 11 chickens, 10 hens, and 1 cock per household.
Now they are to take care of the goats till they give birth, and the kids will be handed over to the next vulnerable person. Hadiza Nata'ala is one of the beneficiaries. She described the process as unifying among the community. My neighbor helped me in taking care of the goats because I am to hand over the kids to her, she says. The beneficiaries, who are oftentimes described as community partners, were organized into associations to ease monitoring.
In Kogi, we have 30 communities and we work in 3 local governments, Danko Asago, Benin Kogi, and Jega local governments. In Adamawa State, we work in Mubi South, Fufure, Goyuk, and Song. In total, we work in 70 communities.
So far, more than 5,500 goats were distributed to vulnerable households in Kogi and Adamawa states. From Wasagu in Kogi State, Musa Baba Aliyu, NTA News.
Thank you so much, Musa. That's a very good one. You're still on the news. Extra sports and weather updates comes right after the break.
this Saturday on the Premier League.
You are about to witness the commencement of the most stimulating and compelling contest on television. This contest is only for the strong, the intelligent, and the talented. Get ready for the Unity Challenge reality TV show. Coming soon.
Good to have you back. Property worth millions of naira have been ravaged by fire in Surulere area of Lagos. Thomas Ogbetiri reports that a church and many stores were affected in the disaster.
Witnesses started around 4 o'clock in the evening from one of the offices in the plaza and extended to other parts of the building.
Disappointed with this fire service people. They are just wasting our time. This fire started since 4 o'clock and we are here. They didn't reach here. That is 5 o'clock they reach here. And see what the fire did to the plaza. So fire service came. They was trying to to off the fire, but unfortunately they could not, So before the states came also, they also tried their best, but unfortunately they could not get the fire off. So now we don't know what to do. So many things I've lost. So many people lost a lot of things.
Not this fire service, they have come here. We don't know what they're doing. They will come within 2 minutes. The water in their tank is gone. It's finished. They don't have water. They don't have water. This because they don't have water. We are so surprised. These vehicles are outdated.
Firefighters and security agents who declined to speak on camera were on ground to save the situation.
Almost like 14 or 7 trucks now don't come. They don't come now as at the point everywhere, but as they come, they begin to pour water, but the fire never still quench. I never know what they go on now.
There's no water! Everybody's boiling! Look at this!
This fire has been catching for a very long time. Before the fire brigade vehicle came now, you see now everything has already burnt off. Let them start to put water now again. I don't know what is causing the delay.
As at the time of filing
An unfortunate incident there. Now to sports. Ministry of Youth and Sports Development assures